What was the reason you first contacted Planning by Design?
Okay, I contacted Planning by Design to find out about whether I needed planning permission to convert my garage into an office. We've just moved house, or we were in the process of moving house, and I was trying to get the information of whether I needed to get planning permission or not. But it's a separate building, so it's a little bit more complicated. And I contacted the local authority, couldn't get an answer, or would have to pay for that. So my surveyor recommended contacting yourselves.
Did you have a planning appraisal with us, and if so, how was it?
Yes, I had a planning appraisal with yourselves. It was very helpful. I spoke to one of your representatives, Michael, who looked through it all carefully, and I sent a lot of information, and then we had a telephone conversation, and he reported back, and he was able to confirm that there were quite a lot of properties around here that had potentially had covenants, and that people had to get planning. So he recommended that route. But I discussed it at length and asked him quite a lot of questions. So I felt like my questions were being answered. I was finally getting answers to whether I needed it and how to go about it.
What made you decide to instruct Planning by Design?
I decided to instruct Planning by Design. I contacted you first of all through my surveyor's recommendation when I was speaking to him about it. So the fact that he'd recommended you went a long way, because I was very impressed with him, and he'd been very helpful to us in buying this house. And then everything fulfilled my expectations, to be honest. Everything I was looking for was answered, and it was very prompt and helpful and polite, and I just felt that I felt I could sort of trust that you get the job done.
What services did Planning by Design help you with?
I applied for planning permission for the garage conversion with the local authority, planning department, and you sort of managed the process basically from beginning to end. So provided the architectural drawings that I needed to do that, and it was all sort of packaged up together. So basically myself and my husband just filled in all the information at the beginning, passed it on, and the whole process was managed. In terms of sending off getting the package together, sending it off to planning, and getting us the planning permission that we wanted. So it was very smooth, very quick. We were really delighted, actually.
Did you have a site visit or a remote survey, and how did this work out?
Okay, so we had a remote survey. So we had to just send photographs, etc. from here, which was fine. It was all very sort of logistically easy, really, to be honest. We weren't actually living here at the time. We were still going through the conveyancing and buying it, so we could come back at our own sort of convenience and take the photos and send it off, and yeah, it was very straightforward.
How was your overall experience with Planning by Design?
Yeah, so my experience was very positive. We've now got our planning permission to be able to go ahead. It was very smooth. One of the things, I suppose, is the fact that we were moving house and we had 101 other things to kind of manage and deal with, and so we just didn't really want to be doing all of that ourselves and keeping on top of what was happening with it and queries and things. So to be honest, we could sort of put it in and almost forget about it, really, and then just got the permission at the end, which was very good. And we were told it would be like probably about 12 weeks, but it was actually only 8 weeks. So that was great. So yeah, it was in the circumstances as well. It really helped us just to do it like that.
Do you have any advice for anyone else considering a new project?
Yeah, so if you're looking at the same sort of thing and trying to work out whether you need planning or what you need, how to go about it, I would sort of recommend speaking to yourselves, to be honest, because it's free. We just had a good chat, and it gave me a lot more kind of clarity of the process and what to do. And it can be quite hard to get that information from outside, to be honest, and we've been trying to get it for a while from the local authority, and as you said, they're probably very, very busy and snowed under, but that we didn't get anyone come back, and when we did, if you wanted the advice, you had to pay for various services. And so we started off on a good footing because we got the advice free from you guys and then made a clear decision of what we wanted to do. So yeah, that's my advice, was that it was very straightforward.
And finally, would you use us again and recommend us to others?
Yes, I'd definitely use you again. I'm not planning to do any more building in the near future. We want to get this one done first. But yes, I would definitely, if we do, and recommend, because I think I do like to recommend things that make life easier and smoother for people. So I can say that quite honestly, that it was a good experience.